Now here at Maine Road we concentrate on the other semi-final, Oldham against Manchester United. Jimmy Hill is at this one with us. And Jimmy, interesting to see Brian Robson back in the United team this afternoon after 3 months.
And Neil Webb as well, of course. And the match is going to be a close one. I mean, it's silly to say, as we found out, that any side is superior in a semi-final. Both sides have a chance of winning it. I expect United to win it because I think Oldham's season has caught up with them already to an extent. They should be very proud of it, but their disadvantage is they're already at Wembley in the Little Woods Cup. So if they lose, it isn't the end of the season for them. United, it's everything for them and their manager.
OK, Jim. Now, our match commentators for this one, Trevor Brooking and Barry Davis.
Well, the sun is shining over Manchester, as it was over the city of Birmingham. The question is, how will the drama compare? We're still waiting for the two teams as we look over the city of Manchester, and the delight here among the Manchester United supporters to hear that Liverpool are no longer in the FA Cup very nearly took the roof off the far stand here at Maine Road. From the shadows into the sunshine. The reception from two bands of supporters separated only by 10 miles. Oldham in blue, Manchester United in red. Let's check on the two lineups. First of all, Oldham Athletic. The Manchester United side. Robson had the choice, it would seem. Well, it's 10 years ago, as we see Robson exhort his troops. It's 10 years ago since the second division side won the FA Cup. The man who scored the winning goal then is sitting next to me, Trevor Brooking.
Well, shocks can happen, as you just said, 10 years ago, but we've also seen Crystal Palace perform great already, and is really set up for another great second semi-final, I'm sure.
Ian Marshall scored twice against his old club Everton, including the decisive one. And it's Oldham attacking the goal to our left. And that went under Gary Pallister. He won't want that to happen too much, particularly not in the last third of the field. And the first corner of the match is to the second division side. Oldham will take it. Marshall on the near post. Oldham again, trying to change the angle. Oh, an awkward one, and Barrett! Oh, Barrett, the scorer. What a mess for Manchester United. What a delight for Oldham Athletic. He just had to stand there and wave his foot as the ball came across. Ritchie went for it. I must say he looks a bit offside in that position. But the goal is given. Oldham had the lead. That's where the ball was lost by Leighton. Webb was virtually playing up front alongside Hughes, to whom he gives possession. Real determination from Barrett, shoulder to shoulder. And Robson will be spoken to by the referee. That really was a very poor challenge, one born of frustration. I'm sure he was upset that Barrett had won the ball.
It was a wonderful tackle by old Barrett. He's so quick in his recovery, and there's Brian Robson. Well, he must have made a few tackles already, hadn't he? You wouldn't think he's been out as long as he has.
I would suggest that Oldham are winning about 90% of the 50-50 balls. Hughes. Barrett. Bruce. And Robson! It's 1-1! He's done it again, including a replay. That's 4 semi-finals running in which he scored. Beautifully played through. And Robson, Hallworth got a touch on it, but couldn't keep it out. Excellent first time ball. Hallworth may count himself a little unlucky, but Brian Robson has done it again.
Well, amazing, isn't he? There he is, a little smile, and really suddenly gets United back in a game that they were looking so edgy, and really, I suppose the selection is justified in that goal, isn't it? Neil Webb gets it, lovely touch through as Oldham try to play the offside, and there it is.
Bannister doing well to protect the lead. Now watch the comparison of stride. Here's McClare. Play on, says the referee. Not a protest from United, and rightly. That was either a first-time shot from McClare or nothing. Proved to be the latter. The boos are from the crowd. There wasn't even a raised eyebrow from United players that I saw. A few words from McClare. But the noise is coming from the Manchester United support. And this is a testing time for Oldham. 1-1 it is. Half-time, 1-1. Are we to get decision in the next 45 minutes? Or will there be extra time in this one as well? And the substitution looks as though it is going to be made. Wallace is going to come on, and Robson, the number 7 was shown then, is going to come off. Brian Robson hands the captain's band to Steve Bruce and comes off to a tremendous ovation. Given it all, scored the equalizer. But in the end, was clearly running out of steam. Here's Ince. We need even more from Paul Ince, who's been the pick of the midfield, I think. Wallace hopeful of a first touch. New challenge for Barlow as an out-and-out winger, if that's the way he's being asked to play. First round to Barlow. Phelan. Slightly stubbed it, but it comes to Gibson. And it's Webb. There was a little hesitation, and Webb is engulfed. Came across to Gibson, it was slightly mishit, I think, with the early header in, and it was Webb. It came more off his forehead, the ball hitting that rather than the reverse. He was turning with a goalkeeper who decided to come late, and Manchester United have the lead. Neil Webb is their scorer. A goal in the 73rd minute.
Where it was going, bobbled in the net. Hallworth came off the line to try and punch it. And there Alex Ferguson, well pleased now, suddenly 2-1 up.
And Alex Ferguson with his arm round his skipper. Could be useful. Redfern needed Bruce to play it. The new skipper demanding concentration. Irwin. Redfern got away. It's good cross. Marshall! What an unbelievable day this is. It was a good cross. Redfern got away from Ince. It was half clear, but only to Marshall, who thumped it into the far bottom corner. And it's 2-2. Really did well then, Redfern. And so did Marshall. But the whistle now has gone for the second time in the day. We have extra time. Marshall getting the equaliser in the 76th minute, 3 minutes after Neil Webb had given Manchester United just a glimpse of those famous Twin Towers. 2-2, an extra half an hour is required, at least.
I have to say that Oldham have been the most complete team. They've kept their shape better and they've kept their form better than United. Fergie's sort of saying that he's using electricians as plumbers and that he hasn't had his injured players so he could put a complete team. But it seems to me today that they are still slightly disjointed.
Marshall, whose goal brought about the extra time, and certainly over the 90 minutes, Oldham did not deserve to lose. Milligan gets Oldham going again. Ritchie showed too much, nicked away by McClare. Useful for Wallace. Test of his pace, now test of his finish, and he's equal to both. The face of delight is lost in the crowd. A fine ball through the finish as the goalkeeper came somewhat feet first was what was required. Burst through two defenders and Manchester United lead 3-2. The fine ball from Brian McClare. Not the cleanest of side foots, but clean enough. And Oldham have 15 minutes left to save themselves. Now Owen, who couldn't find the crosses, can he now find the free kick? Met well by Pallister. That's what you call a good recovery. Milligan. Yes, the space here for Marshall. And Palmer's far side. It's all square again. This is the stuff of schoolboy comics. Palmer. It was a fine ball from Milligan that put Marshall away, and Oldham have come back again. Marvellous stuff. Holden. The last cross, Marshall launches, but the ball was safely in the hands of Jim Leighton. Joe Royle looks down at his watch. I suppose it simply adds to the complications of Oldham's season for there to be a replay, because promotion is still their main target. Good try! Goodness me, how beautifully struck by Holden. And for a moment then, I think Joe Royle thought that might be the decider. Just curled away. Barlow. Joe Royle has one check of the watch, and they've got to do it all again. The two managers with their arms around each other. It's been sensational stuff. 3-3 the final outcome. A replay on Wednesday.